Am I live? Oh shit, I'm live. Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome. I want to welcome Twitch. Yes, yes, we're live on Twitch as well as YouTube, Facebook, and all. You know what I mean? So I'm just giving y'all, you know how I do. I come in a couple of minutes before time, just so y'all can get in. So y'all can get in and see that the show is started. You know what I'm saying? Look on your daggone phones, man. We're gonna have a good show today. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. We're talking about mental health. You know what I'm saying? We have a Black history. Yes, we got a Black history and Blackness today, and a crazy, dear brothers, dear sisters. I know that you guys want to hear about. Y'all want to hear about it. You know, you got to stay to the end. So hit that subscribe button, man, and we're gonna about to get this started in just a minute. Fat Boy is still on vacation, so y'all stuck with me today. What's up with my phone? Oh, okay. Yes, Fat Boy's still on vacation, so y'all stuck with me today. You know what I mean? And I'm sure y'all want to be with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to show me some love too, right? Of course, of course. So we're gonna get this show started, man. And five, four, three, two, one. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Reasons on Fired Up Thursdays, where you give your reason on how you feel, what you think about the conversation today. I'm your boy. I'm your host. Fuels in the house. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, as y'all can see, my co-host, man, they just left me alone. They just left me alone. I don't know. Fat Boy's still on vacation. He's still on vacation. He'll be back soon. But I appreciate you guys tapping in with us. With me anyway. We got some crazy topics going on today. No, not crazy, but good topics. And before I really get into that real quick, I just want to say about Kansas City Chiefs, my Chiefs. Man, we had a good run. It's just not going to work for us this year. It's just not going to, and it's not going to last long for us not to be in these playoffs, baby. We've been in it 10 years in a row. Y'all need a new look. At this time. You know what I mean? Comments. We got comments. If you guys want to comment, you can comment on Twitch. You can comment on YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to get it, and we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. But before I really get too far in, as you guys know, the actor Rob Reiner, just passed away, and his wife Michelle Reiner. Am I saying it Reiner or Rainer? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Well, anyway, which he was an actor. He was an actor, Archie Bunker. You guys, I think he started off with Archie Bunker back in the day, All in the Family, All in the Family. But when he was younger, I know a lot of us seen that. He was in Harry Met Sally. He was in that as well. Even in Misery, y'all remember Misery? He was in that as well. And I mean, he's been in a lot of movies. He did have a primetime Emmy for outstanding supporting actor in a comedy series. For those that you are just basically living on a rock and don't know what's happening, well, his son stabbed him and his wife. His son stabbed him and his wife, and which is crazy. I think the son had mental problems, drug problems, all that kind of stuff. Coming up, growing up, and everything. I got to a point where he ended up, stabbing. And sometimes, we don't know the whole story, but obviously, it was bad. It was bad. But with all that said, you guys, which is so crazy, I was watching, and if you guys watched a daytime show, sometimes The View, there was a clip on there about how the president responded to this. How I'm gonna play it, you guys, and you tell me, guys, what you think about the fact of him responding to someone that just passed away and their families and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think. Here it goes.
A number of Republicans have denounced your statement on Truth Social after the murder of Rob Reiner. Do you stand by that post?
Well, I wasn't a fan of his at all. He was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned. He said he knew it was false. In fact, it's the exact opposite, that I was a friend of Russia, controlled by Russia. It was the Russia hoax. He was one of the people behind it. I think he hurt himself in career-wise. He became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all, in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
You know who is bad for the country? I don't know how you were raised, but this man's family is in.
I agree with Whoopi. I agree with Whoopi. You know what I'm saying? What she said about, this guy, his family is grieving. What's up, Marlon? What's up with it? What's good, baby? What's good? His family's grieving, and then you're saying all this negative stuff about him, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This is what This is who's running our country, y'all. This is who's running our country, and to actually talk down on somebody that just passed tragically, or even just passed any period, just because you didn't like them, you couldn't at least just say, hey, something simple and just keep it moving. Now we know our president, he talks, he's outspoken. He talks what he talks and feels what he feels, and I get that. But man, sometimes, man, it's kind of like, that it just goes to show how this man was raised, you know what I'm saying? And how he feel about anyone that's not in agreement with him, I think it was ridiculous. I think is disrespectful, to this family, to his friends, and anyone else. You know what I mean? It's just a horrible thing, man, that we have a president, that actually talks like that. It just boggles me. It just boggles me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, we already know we got a BS president, man. And guess what? I do have, and we're gonna keep it pushing because it's just me. It's just me today. But we're gonna keep it pushing. We do have the history of blackness, you know what I'm saying? We have a very, very, very good history of blackness today, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get it started. Let's go ahead and get it started. That's right. That's right. History of Blackness, you guys. Today we have Dr. I hope I say this. Hadia, I hope I said it right. Hadia Nicole Green. Dr. Hadia Nicole Green. And she's an American medical physicist. This young lady, you know, she's still here. She's still with us. But I wanted to share this as part of the history of Blackness because she's still an inspiration and what's the word? She's still a inspiration and a very, very, you know, access to the medical field. You know what I mean? She's basically, man, she's born here in she's born in St. Louis, Missouri. You know, another Missourian. Yeah. She's born in 81. She's still with us. But she's known for her development of a method using laser activated I want to say nanoparticles as a potential cancer treatment. And she is one of 66 Black women to earn her PhD in physics in the United States between 73 and 2012, and is the second Black woman and the fourth Black person ever to earn a doctoral degree in physics from the University of Alabama, Birmingham. Green had continued her education at the University of Alabama, Birmingham, where she earned her MSc in physics in 2009 and her PhD in physics in 2012. Her thesis, a minimally invasion, multifunctional, nano-enabled approach for selecting, targeting, imaging, and NIR photothermal therapy of tumors was supervised by Surgery B. Marov. That's a lot of medical talk. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I can say basically what it is she's researched a laser to get rid of cancer. Okay, to get rid of cancer without messing up or interfering your healthy blood cells, your healthy cells. You know, from what I've researched, though, I think they've worked on animals that it has worked on. I don't know how many of on humans that it actually has, you know, just yet. It may be still ongoing development. It may be still going under some sort of practice or whatever. You know, when they have, use people, of course, to, practice on them, that type of thing. But I'm not sure. But, while conducting her doctoral research, Green was a member of the team that developed the laboratory method in search of nanoparticles into cancer cells while avoiding surrounding healthy cells. The tissue incorporating the nanoparticle heats up due to direct laser radiation, which then destroys the cancer cells. She was the first to test her ideas with cancer cells in it's called a Petri dish, then moved on to small animal models using mice. Her current research efforts seek to extend this nanoparticle treatment to humans. This is a very, I think, phenomenal young lady. She's an inspiration. She's I'm missing my words, y'all. I'm missing my words today. But she's a inspiration to a lot of younger, students. And I appreciate, the fact that we still have someone, especially in our culture, that is actually climbing the ladders of being one of the top trailblazers. That's what you said. Yes, Marlon. I don't know why I'm missing my words today. I don't have no co-host. I don't have nobody to interrupt me. So, but Dr. Green, I mean, she's a phenomenal woman. I hope she should come, and she's kind of cute. She is cute too. But anyway, I definitely hope that, that she continue to inspire and a lot of our younger, kids and generation of our culture to become doctors as you guys see, we have a lot that's in the history that we don't know about, but I really appreciate her. We're going to give her flowers now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give her flowers now. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. That's History and Blackness with Dr. Hadia Nicole Green, y'all. All right, that's what's up. All right, man, if you guys got any comment, because we do have our main topic that we're talking about today. The reason why, I'm kind of like, because I want to have time to talk about this. For those of you that basically, I don't know, scared to talk about it or don't want to talk about it. I want you to share it today. You ever come to a point where you want to, or you don't want to talk about something, or you're scared to talk about something because you feel like you're going to be judged? Somebody's going to talk about you because you talked about it. I've been in that spot. What's up, Shell? I see you. Whenever you need me to fill in on the show, let me know. I'll be more than for sure. All right, Marlon. Yes, Heather, I'm solo today. Lord, keep this doctor safe. Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying? I do. Yeah, as he was talking about the history of blackness with Dr. Green. Yes, keep her safe. You know what I mean? Because people are probably wanting to steal her ideals, her patent, or whatever. Next thing you know, 2 or 3 or 5 more years later, there's a white person talking about they discovered. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I feel you on that, Shell. But main topic, you guys, are one of the main topics we're talking about today. You guys, the importance of our mental health. I'm gonna share a little something with you guys, and then you guys gonna share it today. And I'm actually, what I'm going to do, I'm also going to share with you guys why I was inspired enough to go ahead and share my story. This right here, you guys, is I think it's Kai Connect. I don't know if you guys actually seen him on anything, or if you watch him on TikTok, you've seen him with Kevin Hart sometime and stuff like that. But I don't know if I said his last name right, but Kai, I want to say Connect, something like that. Anyway, listen to this, and then I'll come back to you in a second. All right, here we go.
And I appreciate everybody who's been sending me birthday wishes, as today is my birthday. So I felt like it was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys. A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator, and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of. And I would love to show you guys what I've been working on for the past few months through my more personal page, which is KC3 Hidden. I am going to go private soon on that page, so whoever gets in, but I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health. And honestly, it's been getting better. It has. But out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling before, but I want it to be known that I truly want to create. And I don't know if I'm getting mature or I'm just looking things at a broad point of view, but I am so passionate about creating in general. And I'm excited to show you guys what's going on.
Okay. Reason I wanted to share this with you guys, is one, a friend of mine sent this to me, and she sent it at the right time because I was going through something for the last maybe month or two that I didn't share with nobody, you know. And this guy basically pretty much everything that he's doing and to succeed and is the same thing that I'm trying to do, succeed. So that's probably why it touched me so much to be able to talk to you guys about it and about your mental health, you know. Um, as you guys know, sometimes I use I use this platform for therapy. You know what I'm saying? I use it with Fat Boy because you know he goes to therapy or whatever. It inspires me to hear things and stories or whatever that maybe you know helped him through those things or whatever. But I never really share, you know, what's going on with me. Like really going on with me. You get the fake, you get the you know, showbiz, so to speak, you know, of me, the hosting, but you get to hear a lot of, you know, them talking as well. I went through quite a few things from work, quite a few things with friendship in the last couple of months. That's probably could have destroyed, you know, or took me down, you know, anyone or could have took anyone else down. And but I hung in there. I hung in here because you know, unless you basically recognize, share, talk about certain mental things that are going on, is the best way you're going to get the help you need. It's going to get the conversation you need. It's going to you're going to recognize the real friends that you have because you was able to share. You know, my job has tried to keep me from succeeding. My job has tried to belittle me, you know. And as a grown man, sometimes you think that one thing the person says can't really bother you, you know. And the thing that keeps going through my head that one of my managers had told me or said about us or about me while telling another manager not to help me, not to get in my deals. You know, you guys, I'm a car salesman, so this is what I'm talking about. And the manager is telling them not to get in my deals. That part really didn't bother me. That part wasn't the part that bothered me, you guys. But I mean, I've been in the car industry for 8 years, you know, and I've seen so many racial things. I've seen so many favoritisms. I see people, you know, bringing in their families and their friends and bypassing me to climb that ladder on another level. No one ever tried to take my hand and say, you know, and be my mentor and say, hey, you know, this is what you do. This is what you do. No, never. But when this man called me a fucking bottom feeder, this is something that till this day is still the nerve of someone to talk about you like that. And I try to make it seem like, nah, it ain't gonna bother me. But you don't have, you know, and then you go tell someone. You go tell someone. And they tell you you just wearing your feelings on your sleeve. I've never shared that with nobody else besides the management at the job, the human resource at my job. You know. And to get through it with my friends, to get through it with, you know, with this show, you know, is basically what helped me. But every time I go into that dealership, it just hits me in my face. Bottom feeder. Bottom feeder. You know, I know my worth. I know how good I am. You know, I've made plenty of money doing what I do. I didn't make it just by being a bottom feeder. You know, I have customers that love me. I have customers that gift me. I have customers that basically rather come to me than anybody else. But for that one person to do that and to say that about me, that don't even know me for one, you know, and then not to be able to get the help from inside the job, you know, it's very boggling. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. You know. Yeah, I try to, you know, wear my big boy pants and everything or whatever, walk around, you know. But I'm sharing this with you guys today because I feel like I just need to get it out. I need to get it out. You know, you guys been my platform for the last 5 years to where, you know, y'all listened to different stories, different things, whatever, but y'all probably never really received anything from me, you know. Because you're always, you know, I'm always energetic or, you know, happy, smiling, and all that type of stuff, whatever, you know. But this is one of the things that can really mess with your mental, you know. And I know I'm gonna be stronger. I'm gonna be stronger and I'm gonna get through it and everything, you know. But if you guys have if you guys have something like this going on in your life, please share it. Go tell somebody, talk to somebody. Because it can lead to things. It can lead to things just like you've seen with Rob Reiner's son. You know, they might not have got the help that he needed, or not took the help that he needed, or whatever. You know, and went off the edge on somebody, which happened to be his parents this time. You know, so I encourage everybody. You know, I don't know if you have guys. You know, I know I put up here. You know, share your stories and everything. I don't know if you guys got a story to tell or part things that you want to share. You know, or if you just need somebody to talk to, you guys can call me 747-998-3492. If you just need somebody to talk to, but sometimes that's probably what I need. You know, sometimes talking to y'all, you know, helps me. Anyway, I just needed to get that out when it comes to our mental health because we talk about it all the time on the show. You know, not only things with my employment has been, you know, hell, even in the dating scene, you know, even in the dating scene, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, You know, when you're going through something mentally, it's hard to be on the right page with somebody else when you're just dating, you know. Because you got to take care of yourself first, you know. And I'm at that point when I'm taking care of myself. I took care of myself, you know what I mean? I've gotten through it, but it's still to be able to share with you guys is it just kind of brought up some more in me. But you know, I had to go through that. I had to go through that, you know what I'm saying, to take care of myself. Um what would you say, Heather? Thank you for being vulnerable. Yeah, and you know, I'm not that vulnerable with the public. I'm not that vulnerable with, you know, social media, you know. But watching Kai's story made me, you know, made me want to share it with you guys today because now I see I'm not the only one, you know. And sometimes it helps you understand, say someone that's being abused, that's been raped, that didn't tell anybody, that didn't say anything. You know what I mean? Up until someone else that they know, that they look towards, that they see, that kind of regulate with, as far as register with each other, as far as what they're going through and their lifestyle and all that type of stuff, to the point where it's kind of like, well, shit, I need to talk about it too, you know. And it needs to be more of that. As you guys can see in the entertainment business, in the you know, with all the abuse that's going on or whatever, you know, people that didn't say anything that come up, you know, later. I understand that. I get it. I get it now. You know, I don't get the ones that be on some BS though, that basically volunteer do shit. You know, I'm gonna keep that out there. I don't get that shit at all. You know, but ride the wagon. But for those that are actually really mentally going through some shit, you know, I get it, you know, because I've held it in for a long time. You know, there's more things that, you know, you guys are going to see throughout the weeks, you know, of our shows, where I will share a little bit more, you know, of the things that I have, you know, passed and gone through, stuff like that or whatever, you know. But um I get it when it comes to not sharing much until you really see somebody that's basically on your same page or level, or, you know, lifestyle, whatever, that's going through it, you know. So if you got that, you know what I'm saying, you guys, you go ahead and share it. Share it. If you guys got a story, you need to holler at me, share it. You know what I'm saying? Um I had to get through that. Sorry, y'all. I had to get through that. Walk in there like God sent you. Here's your seat and the table. You know, Heather, that's funny that you say that, because now you go in somewhere and you feel an energy. You feel an energy of them being scared of you. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what they did, and they not knowing what's coming, you know. And I hope that every time I go in this dealership, that they scared of me. You know what I mean? You know, they don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean scared as in a threat. I don't mean scared as in a me going to do any harm or anything like that, but of my success, of how I'm going to succeed and overachieve whatever the fact that you think I couldn't do. Bottom feed that motherfucker. Sorry, excuse my French, but I really meant that shit. Sorry. uh Would you say? Oh, Marlon says, sorry you dealt with that. If you feel it's discrimination or anything of that nature, let me know. Absolutely, Martin. Absolutely, absolutely, Marlon. Thanks for the hugs. Thanks for the hugs, Shell. Keep this in mind. Satan cannot sit in the space God occupies. That person will get uncomfortable and they will leave. Yes, 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 yes. I do believe that. Mhm. Not you, exactly. I got it, Heather. I got it. Hmm. Uh, I can give you the number to EEOC. Oh yeah, Marlon. Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. Yes, absolutely. Um, Speak to your character and who you are. Keep stepping in. Amen. Amen to that, Heather. Heather, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Also, we're on Twitch, you guys. So if anybody on Twitch that want to comment, you guys hit the comments. I will get it. I will get it on here. I think I should get it. We all go through a lot these jobs and dealing with relationships, etc. Yeah, we do. We do. I wanted to share that with you guys today because I'm solo and I get to talk a lot. But let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. And I appreciate you guys comment. I appreciate you guys love. Heather, you know the deal. KC, and Shell. I appreciate you guys, and of course you too, Marlon. Let's get into it, man. We have before I get into it, we got a dear brothers and sisters coming up, right? Dear brothers and sisters, as you can see what the title was about, and we're going to get into it right after this little, my little short message. All right, be right back.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to TNRCreations.com. I am the proud owner of this phenomenal gift shop. Y'all gotta check us out. We have bags, we have water bottles, we have photo slates, we have name-meaning plaques, and so much more. I would love to have you as a customer. Check us out, TNRCreations.com. Thank you for your support.
What's up? We're back. In the place to be. Appreciate you guys. As you can see, it's Christmas time, you know what I'm saying? So you probably want to, you guys want to look up TNR Creations. You guys want to look up that TNR Creations, you know what I mean? And get y'all gifts, you know what I mean? She has very, very good, reasonable prices on everything. So if you guys want to get a gift for your, for your family, get it, personalized, all that good stuff. You can actually go to TNR Creations at www.tnrcreations.com. Give her my name. Put FUEL in the discount code and get you 10% off. You know what I mean? Get 10% off. That's at least shipping. Save your ass some shipping. You know what I mean? Go ahead and get. Oh, and send me a gift too. How about send me a gift if you want? You know what I'm saying? TNR Creations, you guys. That's what's up. All right, man. So you guys see what the title is. So, dear brothers and sisters, I put it in dear brothers and sisters because I thought it was very interesting. Well, it was asked. So it's a dear brothers. All right. So the question is, let's see if I can bring it up. Dear brothers and sisters, can men be trusted at a relaxation spa or get filled with lust or love? And I feel like I gotta show you why this where this comes from. All right. So let me give you a little example of what I'm talking about here. All right. Now, fellas, keep it real with me. Can we be trusted when it comes to relaxation and spas? Or will we get filled with lust or love? Talk to me. Any fellas out there, talk to me. Let me know what y'all think. And ladies, what do you think? Do you think if you can trust your man if he actually goes to a spa like that where you got the women that's just rubbing all over you and all down and cleaning and massaging, all that type of stuff, do you think that He's filled with lust. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and answer the question for myself. It's really where your mindset is when you go into a place like that. Um, my mindset ain't on no love or lust. My mindset is really on relaxing. I'm not going to look at another woman, or especially if I have a woman, and be like, damn, she's rubbing all over me. She's rubbing me down, and she's doing her thing. And I'm it's not me. It's not me. It can happen to some, especially. No, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It can happen to some freaky guys, of a different culture. I can say that much. I can put it that way. And I can't say it's just our culture or whatever, but I'm saying it can happen with different cultures, what I'm saying? Because where their mindset is, you know what I mean? When you got guys that basically don't get that type of attention at home. Don't get that, probably don't even have in a relationship or anything like that. So they might, yes, be in that mindset of damn, having someone finally to rub you down, do your nails, massaging your feet and your legs and all this type of stuff, And so every now and then, yeah, you probably think, or you might have that, what I'm saying, to where they may, lust after them, myself, I don't know. I can't be in that mindset. For one, I'm not going to sit I'm not going to sit there laid back with a with a hard on, period. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Because that's not even cool, will I be getting ready for but I can guarantee you though, if I got a girl at home and I'm being rubbed down like that, oh, she's getting it when I get to the house. It's a done deal, baby, because you're gonna have to make up for what I just had to go through. I had to fight through. Would you say, Heather? Yes, I can trust mine. He will come home and tell me all about it, what he liked, didn't like, or how he made, or how I made him feel. Okay, gotcha. Around, and he'll tell me what he wanted me to massage or do after he went. That's just what I'm talking about. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, big O. Otis. Let me read that a little bit more better, though. Let me read that better, Heather. I'm sorry. I just had to see what you were saying. She said, yes, I can trust mine. He will come home and tell me all about it, what he liked, didn't like, or how it made him feel. I'm sure is what you're saying. F around, and he'll tell me what he wants me to massage or do after he went. Exactly. And that's exactly what I do. I'm gonna come home and now this is the thing. Now, this is the thing, ladies. Now, I come home and I tell you what I like and what was happening, what I want you to do, right? If I come home and do that and you don't do it, or you have some sort of, and this is a man being vulnerable, coming out and saying, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? Can you massage my leg? Can you massage my feet? You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, they did that at the spa, man. That shit was feeling good. You know what I'm saying? But, if you do it, I know we're going to get into a little hanky-panky, but hey, you know what I'm saying, baby, can you go ahead and do it? And you be like, man, boy, gone. You better go back to the spa and get that done. Now, he might go back then in lust. I'm not saying, I ain't talking about, Heather, don't get me wrong, because I know, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that it can happen. It can happen, you know what I mean? When a guy go to a spa and get that type of treatment, get those type of women that's basically giving him that attention and that love that he probably, haven't had in a while from you at home or something like that. And he come home and he shares that with you, that he's definitely, you know what I'm saying something. And you have to listen. You should listen, and you should, react, act on it. You know what I mean? But don't get on that little attitude like, oh, well, I ain't doing all that. You ain't paying me. You ain't giving me $100 to do all that. You gonna give me 100? You know what I'm saying? And then the whole attitude behind it just gonna take it all away. It's gonna take all that lust away, and you ain't even, you know. So, and then next time he goes, yeah, you're gonna be wondering, what's he doing? Why he lusting? Or who's this girl? You know, say why he got her number saved in, you know, one of the girls in the spa number saved in his phone. You know what I mean? And he's telling you, oh, it's just a spa. I'm gonna go and get the spa done, and find out that he goes to the spa twice a month. He go to the spa twice a month, then you're gonna be mad. Then you're gonna be mad. You know what I mean? So save yourself the problem. Save yourself the heartache, the pain, if you sit there and don't give that man what he wants. You know what I mean? But that's the only way I can, for dear brothers and sisters, callers. That's the only way I would think someone would be, you know, lustful, or, you know, fall for someone that's in the spa that does stuff like that. I mean, I've had, you know, I had the whole mani-pedi or whatever. I haven't had the massage at the same time, but I have had the mani-pedi or whatever the case may be, to where it was just that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, just get my shit right. You know what I mean? And, you know, and I'm cool, you know, but not to a point where I can lust after them, you know. But some women seem to think that should be, you know, I mean, that would happen. You know, some women seem to think that something like that could happen. You know what I mean? That they can lust after them, or fall in love with the person in a spa. You know, I thought that was a very weird, not weird, but I thought that was a very interesting question. You know, because I wonder, like, did anyone actually lose someone? Did anybody actually lose anyone to a spa tech? You know, did anyone ever, you know, or nail tech? You know, have anybody ever lost anyone, you know, to somebody like that? That would be interesting, and that would be a good, interesting story to hear, and why. That type of thing. So that's our dear brothers and sisters. As I told you, it was going to be a quick one today. I told you it's going to be a quick one today. Because I had so much to share. You know, I had a heartfelt moment I had to share with you guys, even about myself or whatever. So, you know, I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate you guys' encouragement. I appreciate y'all, you know, always, you know, sharing and commenting, you know, and hopefully Fat Boy should be back in the next week or so. You know what I mean? And Black Lift, you know, he probably be back pretty soon as well. You know what I mean? So once again, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see y'all next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yes, Heather, that's 8 p.m. for you in KC, you know. And I'll see y'all next week. All right. And remember, if they talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Peace.
Hey, what's up, bro?